that sort of thing? I mean, you seem pretty confident on TV straight away that you're going to be ready to go. No damage or any issues like that.
Yeah, there was certainly no issues with the boat or anything else. It was just a case of making sure that we debriefed quickly on board, what the incident or what the issues were and how we could do it better.
Did the upper wind range today sort of was that a contributing factor at all in those circumstances?
Not so much, but you obviously have to start respecting the boat more in those conditions because they are powerful boats, and you have to really be on your game when you start racing in those conditions.
Did you get a sense that Oracle had really lifted their game and it was a new team, new boat today and more competitive on the beat, and subsequently putting heat on you in that tacking job? You didn't have enough room and that could have contributed to the incident.
We know that they had made changes.
Did you see them as improved?
I think they look like they've improved a bit, yeah. But we still feel that we've got the edge, and we just have to make sure we utilise it when we can.
But because of that close tacking though, and the lee bow, maybe not enough room, pushing it a bit too hard, could that have contributed to the situation you got in?
Well, obviously when you're in a close boat race like that, it does force you into issues that you may not have foreseen. We haven't had the close racing during the Louis Vuitton to really, I guess, iron out all the bugs that you normally would have, and we just found in this situation, that's something we've got to improve, and we'll work on it tonight. We'll debrief with the guys when we get back, and we'll make sure that we're well covered in the situation the same as that tomorrow.
Craig Monk, who you know well from Murray's Bay Sailing, is our expert analyst in our radio commentary team, and he said it got to the stage where he would have jumped. Now he was involved in the Artemis tragedy. I mean, that says you something. It says something how close you'd got to him.
Oh, look, we know we were about as lucky as we possibly could have been today. It could have been so close to being on its side, and that would have had a pretty serious impact on our campaign. So, look, we're very, very thankful to have the boat back in the shed in one piece. But it's not going to change the way we race. We're going to keep racing as hard as we can. You can't back off on these boats. You've got to push, and we'll do that again tomorrow.
This was much worse than that nosedive, wasn't it, in the Louis Vuitton? I mean, the subsequent consequences.
Well, I think they're both similar in a way. The nosedive, actually ended up with more gear breakage, but we learnt from that. I think we've modified our mark roundings and things, and I think we do a much better job of managing that now. So that was a valuable lesson, as this one will be.
Are the losses more you're doing than Oracle's?
It feels a little bit like that. I think we've had opportunities in both our losses to win, and I think if you can take any positive out of that, is that it is there for us to win now. So we have to make sure when we have that opportunity to get the points on the board that we do.
So what would have happened in this capsize? It was not a pitch bowl, so it was maybe Ray said a soft capsize. Would it be that serious, like a pitch bowl, or was it just lying on the side and then you could recover it maybe even if you would have capsized?
Yeah, a lot would still depend on how you get the boat up, which is sort of the one thing that no one's really managed at this stage. The Oracle guys couldn't get their one back up. We certainly have a plan of how we would do it if it did go over.
With motorboats and getting them on the line. Yeah.
But there's sort of no guarantee that it would come up and still be in one piece. So it's a little bit of an unknown, and we'd obviously have to manage that very carefully.
So what do you felt about Glenn sitting on the other side, pretty far away? I mean, he was on the right end.
Yeah, he was up on the limit hull.
And he would have fallen pretty far down. Eh?
Well, those guys would have had to lower themselves down, so they've got the carabiners and things to get themselves down.
So with it being a big unknown and you capsize like that, Dean, was there any stage during that where you thought, God, that's the campaign down the loo?
I didn't really have time to think about it, to be honest. It's obviously a very undesirable point or position to find ourselves in, and we'll definitely be better for it when we go and race tomorrow.
Thanks, Matt.